Good day. This is Anya. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. So, not going to take up too much of your time. First of all, thank you for watching me because you could be watching any other light worker besides me at this moment. So, thank you. So, this video right now I'm going to talk about contracts. Okay, we all made contracts before we came here into this realm. Okay, we know that there are particular lessons that we need to learn. There are particular situations that we need to go through in life in order to evolve, in order to elevate, and to get the full on experience of being a spiritual being in a human body. So we are the reason why we go through all of the things that we go through. This was planned before we came here. So we made contracts to meet with particular people to learn particular lessons from birth to death. All right. We have a time limit here. We have a contract of however many years that we're going to live here on this planet. All right. We know all this before we're born, before we come here, because yet we made all of this happen. So when we get here, we forget. And it's meant for a reason. Okay. So we go about life not knowing that we have particular things that we need to do, particular people that we need to come in contact with. So sometimes we have contracts that are broken, which means that a lot of us cannot go through some of the lessons that we need to go through. We did not meet the people that we need to meet because some individuals broke their contract. Okay, so a way that somebody broke their contract is through, I am going to say this, it is through suicide. Why is that? Because when someone plans their life here and they get here and they find that it's too rough or it's too much to bear, because yet again we forgot what it was that we came here to do. So when you come here, and you see how this life is, and you see how rough it is, and see that, oh, I'm not meant to be here, things of that nature. And I just want to say that anyone who is going through any type of suicidal thoughts, anyone who is going through depression, anyone who is having a hard time here, you are not alone. If you need help with, talking with someone, if you need help with, just being here in this realm, someone who could help guide you, someone who could help, make sense of things here, there's plenty of other people out there besides me that can help you with that, because it's very difficult for us to be here. And I am saying that because it really is. But going back to contracts and suicide, because someone decided to take their life here on this side, that affects everyone else that they were supposed to meet, which means that everyone else who had made their contracts before they came here won't get to meet that person who was supposed to enlighten them or to teach them something or to just be in their life for whatever reason if they were supposed to be there. So not only do you, the person who committed suicide, have to, come right back, because you're going to go through the lessons. That's one thing. When you do commit suicide, you come straight back. There is no grace period. There is no, I'm going to wait. And no. Because you made a decision to cut the contract short. So therefore, you don't have time to, you don't have time to rest. You just come right back. I will get into more detail about that, but not right now. So I'm trying to stay on track because I have everything here and it's just going all over the world. So, so when someone commits suicide, that contract is broken, and so are many other contracts. Okay, so let's say, for instance, we have a contract to live on this planet for about, let's say, 80 years, right? Okay, cool. We're supposed to live here for 80 years. Let's say we live our life, we do everything we need to do, yada, yada, yada. And we live to be about 79 and a half years. Okay, so you pass away at 79 and a half years, which means you still have 6 months that you were supposed to be here. Now, when you don't finish those 6 months, you will come back here. But the thing about that is, when you come back here, you will only be here for 6 months to finish out, I call it your sentence, but to finish out what it is that you came here to do. Okay? Which means that within another contract you are going to be a part of, which means there are other people who are in these contracts right along with you. Now, with you coming back for only 6 months, you are going to be placed within a family, and this is understood before we get here, that this mother and father is not going to have you for a long time because you had to finish out your sentence. You had to finish out your life here. So that's 6 months. You're born again. You're a nice, healthy baby. What happens within those 6 months that you're finished? It's very sentimental, but this is how some babies pass away in their sleep. They pass away, and I forgot what it's called, fatal crib syndrome. Forgive me, I don't know what it's called, but it's when babies just unexpectedly pass away. And it's not nothing that the parent did. It's not nothing that anyone did outside of them. This is the contract that was made before that baby got here. Before they got here, they knew, I'm only going to be here for 6 months. Now, with that situation, that also includes another contract, okay? So let's say the mom of that child who only lived here for 6 months, let's say that mom had a contract in the previous life to where she had an abortion. Just because, oh, I don't want a baby, just because I was fucking with 2 dudes at the same time and I don't know who the father is, or, you know, it's just not the right time. FYI, it's never the right time to have a baby, and they're not even ours. But anyhow, that is another thing. So when that mother, who is the mother of the baby who passed away, when she broke her contract and she decided she wanted to get an abortion in her previous life, guess what? In this lifetime, she's going to have that baby, and she's going to experience being a mom. She's going to experience the joy. She's going to experience all of that. But because you had an abortion your last lifetime, you have to pay for that. So you will not get to experience the whole life of your child that you brought here. Why? Because you had an abortion. That means you severed contracts that had to be fulfilled. And because you did that in this lifetime, that baby that passed away 6 months, that is why. Because you broke contracts. You didn't think, you know? I'm not saying anything towards any woman who got an abortion, but just think about it when you do get an abortion, or if you're thinking about it, you know? One thing for sure, these babies are not ours. We don't own them, you know? They're their own being. They have their own contracts and their own life, you know, to go through. Okay? Another thing. There are what you would call babies who are born, they call them stillbirths. I cannot talk, but y'all know what I'm saying. So, we have those. And why do those occur? Yet again, contract, broken. You know what you had to do when you come here before you get here. You know what your layout is. You know everything. But let's just say that, you know, I don't want to go through with this. I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going through with it because I don't want to. I decided to change my mind. Fuck that. Okay. So, while you're being birthed, while you're being born, you sit back and you think, do I want to do this? Or do I want to stay back here? You're like teeter-tottering. So guess what? You decide that you don't want to come, and that's how that happens. You are a stillborn. And that is that. Everything is a contract. So when you have a contract, try to keep it intact, because it's not only for you, it's for all the other people that you had to come here for. This is another example of us all being connected somehow, some way. You don't know when you get here, but you do know, and your soul knows that you have these things to do. So that was just like a quick little video of the explanation of, you know, what can happen when some contracts are broken, you know. So just think about, you know, things that you have to do when you're here. You know, think about how you may affect other people here. You know, you may think that nobody sees you and nobody pays attention to you. You may think that you're here alone and nobody knows that you're here. But yeah, you're not alone. Everybody knows that you're here. It's just that we have not found each other. You need to wake up and you need to go within, find who you are. You know, once you work with yourself within and it shows outside, you're going to attract who you need to attract. Okay? For instance, you can't go out there and say you're a bad bitch and you want a good man. You're going to get a nigga with fleece. You can't walk around like, oh, I want a god or I want, you know, a goddess, but you walking around here like you a jack of all trades. Jack of all trades. Why did I say that? Anyhow, can't walk around here saying that you want something that you're not. Okay? Keep that in mind. And for those of you who are not looking for anyone or not looking for like a significant other, and you are just out there pouring out who you are naturally and you just happen to attract people, they attract who you are, then that's just that. I don't know what to say. But anyhow, y'all, I'm done with this video because my mind is all over the place. So you guys take care and you know, try to follow through with your contracts. You know, try to remember what you came here for because that'll help you out too. Okay, so that's it, and I will talk to you guys in another video. Okay, bye.